Hi and welcome. I'm going to show you today how to make a beautiful spiced vanilla cake with cinnamon and cardamom. I'm going to make this in 4 layers and we're going to color them because they're going in the end to be a unicorn cake for my daughter that's turning 4. So first off, we start with 5 eggs. They are quite big. Little shell. Now we have the eggs and we have 450 grams of sugar. And we're just going to stir that up first. And then we have our sour cream. It's the 35% fat. It's the fattiest we got in Norway. 300 grams of that. It's room tempered. That way, when all of the ingredients are room tempered, it's all melted together perfectly. And then we have our butter. It's melted. It's real butter with salt. It's the best butter in Norway. Here we have flour. In Norway we don't have cake flour, we have just regular flour. It's flour with 12 grams of protein. We have vanilla, sugar, and baking powder, and baking soda, and some salt. Have that in, and before we do anything more, we are going to add our cardamom to get that spicy, comfortably. I don't have any measure. It was all I had, but I think maybe 2 teaspoons of cardamom and cinnamon. I'm going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teaspoons, I think, like that, of cinnamon. Ooh, that went right up my nose. And we are just going to blend all of that together. The beautiful, quite thick batter. I like my cake and cupcakes batter to be quite thick. In Norway, we usually don't use oil in our cake. We are just using butter or different kinds of fat, as is in this, where I have my sour cream. And that's what makes it moist and delicious and just melts away when you bite into it. As you can see, I'm not using a stand mixer for this. I'm just using the spatula. Let's make it a quite quick and easy recipe to make. You don't need to whip anything white or stiff or anything. You just melt it and give it a stir. So this is my batter. It's have a little lumps, but that's not the flour. it's the sour cream and butter. So when they are going to be baked, it's going to melt into the rest of the cake and be delicious. So they are ready. I'm going to take it into 4 of these. They are 20 centimeters across, or you can bake in a sheet pan. That's up to you. Bake them in a preheated oven of 160 degrees Celsius for 35 minutes. Now I'm going to split this into 4 and color it, because you know, unicorn and rainbow and everything. Now I have divided the 4 parts of the batter, 400 grams in each, and I'm found the color I'm going to use. I'm going to use color mills in candy, and color mills in sky blue, and color mills in red, and fractals lemon yellow. And then I'm just going to take some color in each. I don't know how much color I'm going to need to start off with, so and these are the oil-based colors from Color Mill, since we have quite a lot of fats. Oh, I haven't opened this yet. And the yellow. This is gel-based. So, just I'm gonna take a fork to color it. Like this. She will be happy with that one. And with the yellow. Very yellowy. And you can see all the spices despite the color. That's I love when you can see the flavor, as if you're making a vanilla curd and a vanilla custard from scratch, and you can see the vanilla seeds. It's I need more pink in this one. After all, it's pink, glitter, sparkling, and rainbows. That's the theme of the birthday. And it's pink, and then it's the last blue one. It's almost getting a kind of turquoise or greenish, because the batter, because of the spices, it's already a little bit of orange. I'm going to take a little bit more of the sky blue. And then it's blue. It's really sky blue. Now they are done. I'm going to butter my forms up and pans up, and we're going to make. All my spatulas, not all, I have a lot more. And then we are just going to start. Woo. One done. This cake is just so good with all that spice and fat. I'm going to make a Swiss Meringue Buttercream to fill and decorate. And you will never get an American buttercream on my page, but I like the Swiss of the texture and the taste, and you don't have a lot of sweetness. It's actually tasting, it doesn't taste like butter, and it doesn't taste like fat, and it does not taste like sugar. Now the pink one is done. Like that. The blue one, the pink one, the red one, and the yellow one. Now they're going to rest for 30 minutes while the oven is heating up, and then we're going to bake them for 35 minutes. So now the cakes are in the oven, and I'm going to show you how to make a beautiful Swiss meringue buttercream. I'm starting with, for this recipe, I use margarine. Because of the qualities, it's more stable in room temperature than butter is, and the flavor, with real butter you will get a more buttery flavor, and I don't like that. I want the flavor to speak for itself, to sing the flavor you put in the buttercream. And if you're going to be making a white buttercream, it's even more whiter, at least in Norway, because the real butter is quite yellow. So I'm using margarine, and I have egg whites and powdered sugar. So I start with whipping the margarine for a very long time to get it completely white, completely fluffy, cloudy. It's almost like a mousse. I put it into my stand mixer and I whip it for 30-40 minutes on high. Just put it in there, forget about it, do something else. And when that's done, then I start with egg whites and warming that up over water with the powdered sugar until it's become 65 to 75 degrees and Celsius, and then put that in the stand mixer and whip that up to meringue, and have 1 tablespoon at a time of the whipped margarine, and just let it whip together until it's room temperature, and then it's going to rest, and then we are going to fill and pipe the cakes or the cupcakes, whatever you're using the buttercream for. So in here I have 12 egg whites and a kilograms, 1,000 gram of of powdered sugar, and we heat that up over boiling water to 65 to 75 degrees Celsius. And when this is reached the desired temperature, I'm going to put this ball in the stand mixer and whip it to a meringue, and then put the whipped margarine 1 tablespoon at a time. So now the cakes are done, the buttercream is done, and we are going to assemble and fill, decorate, and put it in the fridge to tomorrow. So I have the pink one, the blue one, the red one, and the yellow one. I think I would want to, I'm going to hide sprinkles inside of it. It's rainbow sparkly sprinkle I have as a surprise. On the bottom I want maybe the red one, I think. But I'm going to trim off the edges. It's not red, it's more like a pink one, but this is the red dye. I'm going to have that at the bottom. I'm going to trim all the edges of every layer. This is the pink one. But in the pink and in the blue, I think, yellow, red, blue, pink, and yellow on top. So in the middle of the pink and blue, I will cut out the center like this. And then I can have a taste. That's great. This one more like a real blue. This cut out in the center. More cake for me. That was yellow, really yellow. So let's start to assemble. I always start, this is now the buttercream, I always start with a little dot of buttercream on the board. Let me see, I have it's so silky, so smooth, like look at that. This buttercream is amazing. And then the blue one. Like that. And the pink one. And then we fill it all up. Like a piñata cake. It's pretty level. And then another layer. And then in between, the top. And just a little chrome coat. Keep all of that crumb inside. Like this. Now we're going to pop this into the fridge or freezer to harden, and then we are going to take the final coat and decorate. So I have now had this in the freezer for, I don't know, 20 minutes perhaps. And then I'm just going to fill up another piping bag. Now with this kind of tip, I don't L200. It's quite big, but it's quite narrow, so you're getting a super thin layer. Here in Norway, we ain't happy in all that buttercream. So the ratio buttercream cake is pretty important. Put that there. And then this is now completely hardened. So when we now scrape the outside with the cake scraper, we don't get any crumbs in our final coat. And we just then I have this one. And this twisting you can do forever. You can be obsessed with it. You can just turn and turn and turn and turn and turn. But the more you practice, the better it will be to get that super smooth finish. I have this cake scraper in a 45 degrees angle. Just and you just add more buttercream to where you sieve through, or if you have any irregularities, a little hole, a little bump. Or at the top. And you go again. When I was Hallå! So you just, when I had a home bakery, a micro bakery at home, I could do this easily in 5 minutes. And now, when it's a long time, I need longer. But it's just, it doesn't need to be perfect. And I'm going to show you a trick later on. Like that. So there. Into the freezer again, just for 40 minutes.
Oi, det var på bakken. Hadde glemt at jeg hadde gjort det.